is here, and today I am bringing you a lines of sight jumps and spots video on the map Detroit. This is one of the most popular maps, but it does not have very many lines of sight. I've looked and looked, but there just are not as many as Defender. Defender, I couldn't even fit them in all into one video. There were just so many. Now the main thing for this one is to look through the windows on these trucks and look underneath them. You can right here even you can look and see back behind there without jumping up here and yeah, it just saves you a lot of time and it's a lot safer. So guys, let's jump right into it, if I haven't already said that. So a really good spot is to jump on top of this concrete barrier and just crouch right here. You can see pretty much this whole middle area. If you want to stand up, you can stand up. You can crouch and kind of look right here. You can, yeah, it's just a really good spot. As you guys saw just a second ago, you can go right here. And one that I use all the time is where's the there's the door. All right, I like to rush through this door, and a lot of times there's enemies camping on the back or up here. Up here, you can kind of just get the jump on them just because they're not going to be always looking through this door. But a lot of times they have a partner or something in the back. So if you're standing up on this like ledge or step or something, you can see through this pretty darn well. You can move over, look over the hood. A really good shot is right over the hood because they're not going to get the shot off on you. You can lay down and not really see anything. You can lay down and see the entrance to the library. I don't even know what this thing is. I call it the library. I don't know what it is. It's a locker room. It's a locker pretty much, or like a school maybe. New Tech High. Oh, this is a school. All right, that would help. So, yeah, it shows you. It gives you a pretty good line of sight to the entrance. A really good, another really good kind of head glitch is to watch both of these areas is right here. To watch right here and right back there is right here behind these crates. They're not going to see you. You're pretty well hidden. You're in the dark, so they're not going to be really looking for you there either. So that's a pretty good spot that I like to use. Now another good spot is back behind this. You can see quite a bit of it if people are jumping over that or kind of jumping on top of this. You got a pretty good sight on them. You can't really do anything else with this. I mean, you can see back there, but it gives you a good line of sight of the bottom of the truck. I mean, it's not going to give you much. Up here, you're pretty vulnerable. I mean, you can kind of like peek around this, but other than that, it's not that good. So I don't advise sitting up here unless you're pretty aware of your surroundings. I mean, you can lay down right here, kind of be hidden a little bit, but it doesn't. Once again, it doesn't really give you that big of an advantage. So let's move on from here. And most people like to sit on top of these and just like camp this window. I don't think that's that good of a spot unless you kind of got the jump on them. A really good spot is right here because nobody can see you from this window back in the alleyway. They have to walk through one of these doors to see you. So that's a really good spot. You can kind of get a little bit lower. So that's a spot that's kind of campy. That it's kind of frustrating to get people out of, but you know, it's whatever. One spot to take out the people behind that door is come around crouched right here, and you can see just about the top of their head, chesting up from right there. So that's a good spot if they're kind of standing in the doorway. Now, kind of a secret spot that I like to use just to kind of give them a little surprise is if you jump on top of the sign. It doesn't look like you would be able to jump on it, but you can jump on it pretty darn easily. I mean, I think I can even jump on it from down here. Yep, I can jump on it from down there. And if you know the enemy is coming, just jump up and then dash into this corner. You're going to get right behind the guys that are camping behind this because a lot of people camp behind that. So you'll be able to take them out pretty easily just by doing that little dash move. This thing is not that powerful unless you're watching that doorway. Or unless they're just the enemy is just waiting for people to pop out that doorway. So this room is a really common room. A lot of people kind of sit in this corner and just watch through here. But a lot of people don't really watch this window, but this window is even more powerful because if you look this way, you got this base covered, you got this kind of area covered, you got this area covered, and you've got this area covered. So it's a pretty powerful window. Not very many people sit in it, so I advise sitting in this window instead of the other window. Now, this ambulance is extremely, extremely powerful. You can get on top of it. You can kind of lay down right here. The enemy isn't going to see you very easily. You can kind of stand up right here, kind of wait for them to come around that. And even better, lay down. Lay down, and you can see the tops of their heads coming right there. You can see them walking around the side, and they are not going to see you. Even if you lay down right here, you don't get that good of a sight anywhere else. I mean, yeah, you can get over there. You can get over towards the parking garage a little bit, but it's kind of hard to maneuver to get to angle that way, and you're kind of out in the open. So that's one really overpowered spot, I think anyways. I just think it's really good. You can kind of camp in this corner a little bit. Now, next is right here. They're not going to see you if you camp in this. It's too overpowered a little bit. If you just sit it with a shotgun, they're going to run past you and just blast them a few times. They're not going to know where it came from. You can kind of lay down. I've gotten a few kills by laying down right here just because you're in such good cover. They are not going to see you that easily. Right here is another really good spot. You can kind of see out, and they are not going to see you. Now, if you know somebody, moving on, if you know somebody's going to be camping back here somewhere, and you come from parking garage, don't just run out in the middle and try to outgun them. Come over here and jump over this. They are not going to expect you to jump over that. It doesn't look like you can jump over it because it is extremely high, but you just barely get up it. You can also jump up here. Whoops. Jump up right here and then jump over, but it's kind of hard to it's kind of pointless. It's kind of pointless to do that. Let's move on. So, one spot that a lot of people use is kind of back here, just like laying down back here. It's kind of not that good. Even laying down right here, where you've got this little bit for cover, it's not that good. But if you come over here, you can kind of move around a little bit. You can see in between the ambulance. You can see back in this corner. You can see people coming through this way too. You can see the bush like that I just talked about. And if you can't get them and you saw them, you can jump up really easily. That's pretty easy to do. Pretty self-explanatory. But that's just one other place. This place has a lot more than I was expecting it to have. So, sorry for the longer video than I expected. So, another spot is right on top of these. If you're going to watch the parking garage, this is a really good spot. You're covering pretty much this area, this doorway, and then whichever exit that they can take out from here if they want to go in front of the truck or behind the truck or whatever. But you can also get on this one, and this one is just as overpowered, except you can see back into it so you know when they're going to come. And even more overpowered is laying down right underneath this. Look at that. Look at that. You can see the whole entire ramp. You can't really see that much through the window. You're kind of aiming up at the ceiling, but it's whatever. You can kind of camp up on top of it. These trucks are just so overpowered. Now, next, this is really underpowered, but it's all right. You can jump up here. Don't go past this, or if you do, be very careful because I'm probably going to fall right about now. Oh, right there. So don't go past this. Probably don't even go to that. But you guys can jump up there. It's really easy. You can't jump up on this side anymore. They've kind of blocked that off. You used to be able to walk all the way around this building, but you can't anymore. You can only jump up and go right here. You can see in here, which is you used to be able to get into, but sadly you can't anymore. But oh well. So let's move on. We can. Another pretty good spot is right behind these things because they are not going to see you very easily. Or they might see you decently easily, but they are not going to shoot through this. As you can see, I'll shoot right here, and they're not shooting through it. They are just not shooting through it unless they miraculously shoot through these holes, which is not the easiest thing to do. So just be aware of this. They put this part in there for a reason. I would use it. It's pretty good. Now, next, let's move over here a little bit. If you know somebody's going to come out of the parking garage, lay down right here. You've got a good line of sight to them right there. But that's pretty much it for that part, for blocking off that, unless you're going to come back here, which is another pretty good spot because you can kind of watch back over here. You got cover from the stairs, you got cover from this and this, so you can kind of watch right here. If you move up it, you can see right here, and if you crouch, you've got an even better shot of over there. So let's move over to this middle building. Now, a lot of people sit in this window trying to kill people that are coming out of this room and stuff like that. Just that room right there, it's pretty easy to just throw a grenade and kill anybody that's in there. But one of my favorite things to do, come back, jump on this stretcher. You can see inside there. You can shoot through that. I mean, you guys can see that I am literally shooting the other thing. There's no glass right there or anything. You are shooting through here. So that's one thing that I've not seen anybody use at all. You can just jump up here and wait for people to kind of come through and file through that. You can watch this whole window too, and a lot of people are not going to see you. So that's going to be it. Oh, wait. There's one more thing in the parking garage. If I can get my boost back. There we go. Two more things. One is use this thing to your advantage. They're not going to see you that easily if you're just kind of head glitching, and you're going to win most of the gunfights. Now, using this truck is a really good thing to overpower this parking garage, because you can lay down right here, see the back door, the back entrance really easily, or you can lay down right here, see this front entrance really easily, or if you're trying to attack this way, jump in the back. It's a pretty good spot. Not gonna lie, I've used it a few times. Stand up, you got an even better line of sight. But the sad thing is you can't lay down to hide from anybody, so that's kind of saddening. But oh well. And I'm pretty sure you can jump on this. Yeah, you can jump on this, but it doesn't really give you any advantage to anything. Just to let you guys know in case you wanted to elaborate on something or see something that I didn't see. So that's gonna be it, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. Also, let's try to get to 5 likes. And if you guys also enjoyed the video, please subscribe to stay up to date with all of my videos and series. So, I will see you guys in the next video.